So hello and welcome anime viewers and watchers to another brand new video. Today we'll be talking about the top 7 anime where the weak looking main character is actually overpowered. Well, before starting this video, make sure to drop a like and a sub cause this really motivates me to bring more such amazing videos for you. On number 7 on our list we have Black Bullet. In the year 2021, a parasitic virus known as Gastria infects humans and turns them into monsters. What is left of mankind now lives within the monolith walls that are made up of uranium, the only material that can hurt Gastria. To counter the threat that the Gastria possess cursed children, female children whose bodies contain trace amounts of the virus which grant them superhuman abilities, officially called initiators, by the Tendo Civil Security are given partners called promoters, people who work to guide and protect the young initiators. These teams of two are sent out on missions to fight the monsters created by the Gastria virus and keep them at bay. Black Bullet revolves around the team of Enju Aihara, the initiator, and Saotomi Rentaro, a promoter, as they go on a mission to fight the growing threat of Gastria in their hometown of Tokyo. At number 6 on our list we have Tokyo Ravens. Onmyado magic was once a powerful technique used by the Japanese during the Second World War in order for them to gain the upper hand and establish their nation as a formidable force. Now, Onmyado has far become more modern, simplified and refined for use in a wide variety of applications such as medicine and technology. However, not everyone is able to utilize this magic, as in case with Harutora, a member of the Tsuchimiko branch family. Despite an old promise to protect Natsume, the heir of Tsuchimako main family, and Yoko, supposed reincarnation as her familiar Harutora, has no talent and chooses to live a normal life instead. But when a prominent member of the Onmyo agency attempts to recreate the same experiment which led to Japan's downfall, he decides to make a good on his word and fight by Natsume's side. At number 5 on our list we have Blue Exorcist. Humans and demons are two sides of the same coin, as are Asai and Gehenna, their respective worlds. The only way to travel between the realms is by the means of possession, like in ghost stories. However, Satan, the ruler of Gehenna, cannot find a suitable host to possess and therefore remain imprisoned in his world. In a desperate attempt to conquer Asaya, he sends his son instead, intending for him to eventually grow into a vessel capable of possession by the Demon King. Blue Exorcist follows Rin Okumura, who appears to be an ordinary, somewhat troublesome teenager that is until one day ambushed by demons. His world turns upside down when he discovers that he is in fact the very son of Satan and that his demon father wishes for him to return so they can conquer Asaya together. Not wanting to join the king of Gehenna, Rin decides to begin training to become an exorcist so that he can find to defend Asaya alongside his brother Yukio. At number 4 on our list we have Unbreakable Machine Doll. During the early 20th century, along with technological advancement, scientists were able to develop sophisticated magic. The combination of science and sorcery was Mackinac, circuits made from spells that were put into objects to bring them and life and even gain a personality. It was developed as a military weapon and has now spread throughout the world. Akabene Raishin is now attending the Royal Academy to become the best in the world, accompanied by their lovely teenage girl Yaya, who is actually Raishin's puppet weapon. He plans on rocketing to the top of the class. However, his test score comes nearly dead last, although his combat skills and determination are second to no one. Raishin has to compete with the deadliest of classmates if he wants to come out as the king. At number 3 we have the 7 Deadly Sins. In a world familiar to the European Middle Ages, the feared yet revered Holy Knights of Britannia use immensely powerful magic to protect the region of Britannia and its kingdoms. However, a small subset of the knights supposedly betrayed their homeland and turned their blades against their comrades in an attempt to overthrow the ruler of Lyons. They were defeated by the Holy Knights, but rumors continued to persist that their legendary knights called the 7 Deadly Sins were still alive. 10 years later, the Holy Knights themselves staged a coup d'etat and thus became the new tyrannical rulers of the kingdom Lyons. It follows the adventures of Elizabeth III, Princess of the Kingdom of Lyons, and a search for the 7 Deadly Sins. With their help, she endeavors to not only take back her kingdom from the Holy Knights, but also seek justice in an unjust world. At number 2 on our list we have Mob Psycho. Kageyama Shigeo, aka Mob, is the 8th grader with psychic abilities. He could bend, spoon and lift each object with his mind from young age, but he slowly begins to withhold from using his ability on public due to the negative attention he keeps receiving. Now the only thing he wants to become is a friend with the girl in his class, Tsubomi. With his psychic mentor who has no psychic power, he continues his daily lives attempting to realize his purpose on life. And finally at number 1 we have That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. 37-year-old Satoru Mikami is a typical corporate worker who is perfectly constant with his monotonous lifestyle in Tokyo, other than failing to nail down a girlfriend even once throughout his life. In the midst of casual encounter with his colleague, he falls victim to the random assailant on the street and is stabbed. However, while succumbing to his injuries, a peculiar voice echoes in his mind and he recites a bunch of commands which the dying man cannot make sense of. When Satoru regains consciousness, he discovers that he is reincarnated as a group of slime in an unfamiliar realm. In doing so, he acquires newfound skill, notably the power to devour anything and mimic its appearance and abilities. He then stumbles upon the sealed catastrophic level monster Storm Dragon Veldora, who has been sealed away from the past 300 years for devastating a town to ashes. Sympathetic to his predicament, Satoru befriends him, promising to assist in destroying the seal. In return, Veldora bestows upon him the name Rimuru Tempest to grant him divine protection. Well, that was all for the video. Make sure to like, share and subscribe this channel, and also press the bell icon cause this really motivates me to bring such more amazing content for you. Till then, goodbye and sayonara.